What is the core philosophy of Hinduism and how is it different from Hindutva? Terms like Hindutva, Sangh, these are very popular nowadays. They are very prevalent. Most people know about them. But what is actually the history behind it? New principle actually in alignment with the religion that it seems to represent. So I recently completed reading Why Am I Hindu by Dr. Shashi Tharoor, and it has been such a good read because it has covered all the aspects of the past, the present, and the possibility for the future as well. And I loved how there was an alignment between my own perception of my religion and the authors, because even I think that Hinduism has been a religion which was very dynamic, very liberal, very assimilating, with themes like Vasudeva Kutumbakam, with themes where open discussion, debates were very common, where questions were considered as a sign of intelligence and not a sign of revolt, where knowledge was valued, where self realization was valued. The book begins with what the author thinks Hinduism is, what the core ideas and philosophies of the religion is, based on again the religious manuscripts and the religious texts of the religion, the literature of the religion, which is very vast, very vivid, and again very liberal. And then we move towards the politics of Hindutva. How did it rise? Who were the people who actually brought the whole concept to the Indian political scenario? And how is it going today? There are also these sub chapters that are discussed in detail on topics like cow slaughter and the ban imposed on it, which actually tells you how this ban is actually not only hurting the religious minorities but also caste minorities and people from the backward classes, and how this whole ban is actually not truly in alignment with the religion as well. And then there are multiple such topics, like one of my most favorite topics has been the one on Valentine's Day, because of course this is something that youth talk about every year during the same time, but this is something that we see no difference in. How is the state investing so much of their time, effort, and money into appointing special officers to check that youth are not meeting, or a boy and a girl are not meeting in public spaces or in open areas on Valentine's Day, but while at the same time that same amount of time, effort, and resources could have been invested in the development of the country or the development of the city. Then there are also topics like gender rights, which is again very prevalent, and the stand of Hindutva today on gender rights, and the stand of Hinduism many years ago in the ancient times on the very same topic. And there is the topic of conversion, attacks on Dalits and the religious minorities, topics on Taj, and topics on Mughal as well. And as we move towards the end, the author talks about real Hinduism and how it is actually one of the most suitable religions for being a universal religion. Like, it is one religion which can actually be followed by everybody universally, because it has no specific rigid rules or standards or set of books that one has to read. Anybody at any place in any country at any point of time can actually become a follower of Hinduism. And again, it is a very open, a very dynamic, and a very assimilating sort of a religion, which actually just talks about psychology and well-being and science of living. So this book has been a really, really good experience, and I was personally very skeptical before getting it, because I thought that because it is written by Dr. Shashi Tharoor, it might be a difficult read, but it has actually been such a smooth read because I could not really put it down. There are a lot of punches and sarcasm thrown around the book which may make you smile. There are so many prevalent topics that are taken up. The selection of topics is meticulous, and the way that the whole topic is described, bringing together pieces from the past to comparing the situation in the present, it is wonderful. I would highly recommend this, especially considering the kind of environment and the political landscape that exists today. I'm also a very proud Hindu, I'm also a very proud Indian, but I think that this book is a very good perspective change, or it gives you a very good perspective to look at a lot of issues that are very prevalent nowadays. So it will connect you to a lot of things while also disconnecting you from a lot of your old beliefs and thinking patterns.